Oh, fuck's sake.
You are live, apparently. So I'm going to say hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. This week, particularly, because we feel fucking awful. It's been 2 days, and we still feel bad. Went out on Saturday night, and it was good. Ads. Somebody got ads. This is happening again. Madness. Well, you're either going to hear this or you aren't, so, Although, yeah. Anyway, yeah, we went out because we didn't have the kids. We still don't have the kids. They're at my mum's, and they're not coming back until tomorrow. And so, well, I say we decided. Mrs. Sick decided that we should go out to one of our old haunts, and it was pretty good. It was actually like not as bad as we thought it was going to be. We were going for like the memes, the place we used to go. Am dead. But there was actually people there after about an hour, which is a good job we didn't just fucking leave. But yeah, it's a local-ish metal club, and it was there were people there. I was actually shocked, and we had a good time. And then Sunday started, and we woke up, and we both felt okay. And then the rest of Sunday happened, and we were both in quite a lot of pain. Stiff necks, stiff backs, and for some fucking reason, and don't you all start, but my butt cheeks are killing me. And I don't recall anything particular happening. I don't, oh no, wait. We did sit on those stools, and they were really uncomfortable.
That might have been it, because it wasn't uncomfortable for me.
Uh,
My butt is fine.
your butt is fine.
Oh my god.
Hey, you said it, not me. But yeah, you went where people go. Yes, but people are into metal, so they're slightly better. But yeah, we had a good time. Actually saw a couple of familiar faces, not many. It's mostly new people, which are the worst kind of people. Someone hit on me while Mrs. Sick was there, but they said they weren't hitting on me. They went to her. It was very funny.
She was she was very drunk.
She was obviously. She went, "I'm not talking to you," and pointed at me, and then started talking to Mr. Sick, and I was just like, okay, I didn't fucking do anything. But yeah, I don't know if I regret it, but it has made the last 2 days kind of suck. Sunday wasn't so bad because we just decided, do you know what? We're achy. Let's stay in bed and not move, and it wasn't so bad. But today, we both had work to do, and that was definitely significantly worse. Not helped in the least by the fact that I have some pretty severe toothache that is on and off, and I have to wait until Wednesday to get to see my fucking dentist because bullshit. I've been coping, but that has been really bad. It's fine at the moment, thank fucking Christ, but who knows? Within the hour, I could be sitting here going, "Oh, kill me!" But yeah. Did you get abducted and probed by aliens? I'm pretty sure I didn't, but you can never be that sure. Sick of the bony ass. I don't even have a bony ass.
No, he doesn't.
They were just very uncomfortable seats.
He's very squidgy.
Yes. I have a full buttocks.
He has cake.
Yes.
It's very nice.
He likes to squeeze it. It's your big shiny helmet. In what sense is it my big shiny helmet? What? I don't know what I did. Toothaches are absolutely the worst. Yeah, I would say they're one of the worst. There are other types of pains that are comparable, some worse, but toothache is no gusto. It's been a while since I've actually had anything like that. Nothing a little whiskey can't fix.
Temporarily fix.
Hey, Sick, I like your nonsense. I don't really have much else to add, though. Thank you,
Studio. I've never had severe... I guess the only tooth pain I've had is when my...
Your molars have kicked your ass a few times.
Yeah, when my wisdom teeth came in.
Yeah.
Because they were on and off, like, pushing through for years, and that was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But now they're all through, it doesn't matter anymore.
Huzzah. Yeah. Hello, I'm new whiskey induced. Okay. Kiss my big metal ass, badunkadunk. I mean, that's my catchphrase. Worst toothache I had was from an abscess of wisdom teeth. Felt like chewing on razor blades.
Oh.
Yeah. This one's like not so bad as long as I'm very careful where I bite. But that's I was trying to have fucking antacids the other day because I was getting heartburn, and every time I would bite through, it would do that thing where it would slowly, and then it would break all at once, and so my bad tooth would ting off of my fucking bottom teeth. Really fucking hurt every fucking time. I was like slowly, ah, buck. That wasn't even a real swear word. That was buck. That's how bad it hurt. I needed whiskey when I had wisdom teeth growing side on to the rest of my teeth. Oh, oh yeah, fuck that shit. Being a young man after being a child, I learned everything available in the World Book Encyclopedia and the Encyclopedia Britannica. As an adult now, as 50 has passed, I have this to share. Okay. Thanks. I like the cut of your gibberish. All right, Flanders, calm down. Been watching your content for a little bit now. It's cathartic to watch you dunk on Christians because I grew up with them. I don't just dunk on Christians. I dunk on silly people. There just so happens to be a lot of silly Christians out there. Not my fault. And I grew up with some of them too. Not like fucking Townsworth and everybody's like, did you pray Jesus today? But still. Borderline cult I was raised in, Wells Lutheran, taught me that the very emotion of anger was a sin. Though that might have just been my dad. Seriously fucked me up either way. Thanks, Dad. Yeah. It's like the idea that if you are pissed off at a family member, that you want to murder them, and because you're pissed off and you now want to murder them because of anger, you have committed murder, because that makes any fucking sense. And that means, like, it's the sort of ultimate cop out of, we're not actually going to argue in any sort of reasonable way.
It's thought crime stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And it's fucking stupid. And it's worse.
It's like, there's one as well.
You're not even planning on killing them. You just got pissed off.
There's one of the ones as well, like when you're feeling something, and when you're told that feeling something is wrong and bad and sinful, it makes you feel like an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're supposed to constantly feel like you're a piece of shit. And that's healthy, apparently. The big silly is everywhere. Big silly. It's corporate. Don't trust big silly. They're big and silly. I can't understand how so many dentists in the US are creationists. One look at the average set of teeth would convince anyone they absolutely are not designed. I mean, I can't understand how any educated person is a creationist. It baffles, because it's so obviously wrong. Have a shot.
Oh, thank you.
Oh well. Whiskey cures thought crimes as well. I mean, I do stop the thinky hurty. Ooh, when they also told me that man is the head of the house, absolutely. My dad straight up said he listens to my mom, but ultimately, if he decided to move to Alaska, it's his call. Horrifying, right? If he decides to move to Alaska, you just let him. Bye,
Dad. See you later.
See you later, Dad. Well, you're not in this house anymore, are you? You're in fucking Alaska. I'm the head of the house now. And now we bring in, I don't know, a bar. Yeah, pigs plus religion equal corp America, mate. Okay. Good evening, fellow crumpets filled with shit. Thanks for that mental image. I quite like crumpets. Not filled with shit, though. That sounds terrible.
I'm impartial to crumpets.
What about the ones filled with shit?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't mind crumpets.
Oh, I thought you said you were partial to crumpets.
No, impartial to crumpets.
I like crumpets a lot.
They're okay.
Well, you're just wrong to have such a... Yeah, that's invalid. Yeah, no. Don't worry, lads. The cosmic goat approves of everything you're feeling. So feel away, and may the great goat in the sky bar upon thee. I don't like bars. I prefer clubs and nightclubs. Metal ones. 14 bottles and your problems are solved. I mean, you know, alcohol is the cause of and solution to all of life's problems, as we all know. In Florida, a woman got a production of James and the Giant Peach cancelled as there were female and male parts being betrayed by one sex, so it was a drag show. Okay. I don't remember James and the Giant Peach being that focused, so that's weird. I am king around here, yet the boss is my better half. I mean, I don't know. There's an old saying that's actually pretty fucking sexist when you think about it. Behind every great man is a great woman tidying fucking up all his mess because he's a filthy bastard. But no. I just moved to rural ass Colorado because I was tired of the Texas heat. I think that sounds fucking gross because the hot kicks my ass every fucking... It's not warm at the moment. I have 2 fans in my face. Even in the middle of winter, I have fans in my face.
Yes, fans on all the time and windows open all the time.
I don't have windows open all the time. I haven't had windows open in fucking ages because me spiders. So I suffer for you and pay the electricity bill for you so that there's less spiders. So don't you dare with this fucking windows open bullshit. The things I do for you. And your irrational fear of spiders.
Yeah, but you got the thing that goes over the window so the spiders can't get in.
Yeah, and I still don't use that.
Yeah, just open the window then. And then I can complain how cold it is.
You just want something to complain about, don't you?
I haven't...
That's your hobby.
I have not had anything to complain about in so long, though.
I can't complain about anything. Wait a minute. Can we coronate you instead of idiot Charles as long as you spend the coronation money on drinks for all? Well, can we get rid of the for all bit and then I'm down? Drinks for me, unless I am all, because, you know, so important. Also, yeah, when I don't know if the money's come through yet, but they're called Chuck Bucks. I will have no counter opinions. Thank you very much. They are definitely called Chuck Bucks. I coined that phrase, quite literally, and I hope to be one day quoted as the great mind and thinker that I am. You have loads of fans right here. Fuck you.
We don't normally have screens in the UK. It's just we bought it because I'm terrified of spiders.
And I needed to open the window sometimes. So I was like, okay, I need to figure this out. So I got a magnetic one that I can slap on. And then I didn't make it quite right, and I was like, oh shit, because it wasn't taut. But then, big brain, I went, wait a second, if it's not taut, I can actually keep it closed and like just keep it on the window without having to fucking remove it because we had nowhere to put it.
Yeah, spiders are great as long as they're outside.
Like, spiders are friends. I don't let my friends live in my house.
Yeah.
And crawl on my face.
And staring at me menacingly from the corner of the room.
And walk on pages making that fucking really loud sound. Tap, tap, tap. Goat's full of spiders. We have giant banana spiders here. Fuck that.
Sick and Mrs. Sick are like, one is like hot and the other one sleeps in an icebox. What we do is we have separate covers.
Yeah. She hated that at first. Because she's like, oh, but I want to be under the cover with you. I want to be under the cover with you. I'm like, but I'm so fucking boiling hot and dying. And skin-to-skin contact when I'm trying to sleep is fucking horrific.
No, it's not.
It really is. So what I do now is I usually start off under the same cover as her, and then when I think she's even thinking about falling asleep, I chuck the cover off. And I pull on my one, which is nice and cold from the floor, and I'm like, "Oh God, that's so much better."
He'll occasionally use pillows as barriers because I kick a lot in my sleep.
I don't do that. You do that.
Do I?
Yeah, you just move your pillows.
Oh, right.
And
I thought that was you.
they're there. No, it's you. Because you'll just fucking toss your pillows across the room as well. The shit you do when you're effectively sleeping is madness. Also, my extra cover that I get sometimes she takes it. And I actually have to pull it off of her. But you gotta be careful, because if I wake her up, she won't go back to fucking sleep. Till I coax her. I was like, there, settle down.
It's just
go back to fucking sleep.
But you're so warm. And it's just like, I want to hug you, but you're like, no.
No, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Sorry, no sound. Can't lip read, so going by comments. Spiders are just cats with double the limps and 4 times the eyes. I mean, if you broke all of their legs, I guess that would be well, no. Half their legs, it would be double limp, I guess. Yeah. You sleep with pillows? Ugh. Do you mean like sleep with, or, to sleep with?
Sleep on.
I have them under my head. I have 3 pillows. In fact, I have 2 pillows and then 1 folded pillow, so I have somewhere to put my arm, because I fucked up one of my arms quite badly by lying on it, because I have a really fat head. Not fat, like just big. There's actually very little fat on my head. But, yeah, I seriously fucked my arm up. I hate it when my husband puts his elbows on my pillow when he's sleeping.
Just rage intensifies.
I mean, if you're anything like Mrs. Sick, what that means is I hate it when my partner puts his elbows on his pillow that I'm currently using.
I don't mind.
You steal my pillows as well.
Do I?
Yes.
It's not me. It's Sleep Me.
Sleep You is an asshole. Crabs are the shoppers of the sea. Sometimes I leap out of bed and do a karate kick. Do you mean that thing where you feel like you're falling over but you're asleep? So you go, bleh! I fucking hate that. That's the...
Do I do that?
Not that I've noticed, but that's something that you have to square with your god.
I know I talk in my sleep, but...
You don't... You talk in your sleep when you're in somewhere new and not comfortable.
Yeah, I don't like new places.
But do you have a fat head?
No, he just has a giant head.
I'm like a bobblehead.
That's pretty accurate.
You know how the helmet is on the avatar? Underneath that head is a bigger head. Underneath my helmet is another larger helmet. And under that is an even larger head. It's just how it works because of physics. Saw a short about crab reproduction. The male holds... I love the fact that you felt the need to put a picture. The male holds the female for days until she molts her exoskeleton. I mean, that's one way to get out of it. It's better than I've got a headache. It's like, I'll go ahead. I'll just slip out of my skin. I need to modify a large freezer into a sleeping pod. That sounds fucking fantastic. There's this fucking thing. I can't remember the name of it. But it sounds amazing. And I'd be seriously tempted to fucking forgo the ridiculous amount of money it costs. Except for one reason. It's like water cooling your bed. It's a thick mat thing that you put on top of your bed, and then there's a little pump that stands next to it, and it will cool you while you sleep. Brilliant. It costs like $3,000 in dollars and like £2,200 in pounds, which is fucking pricey, but it apparently makes sleep amazing when you have it set up right. But the thing I can't square with it is that it also has a subscription. And I'm like, I am not spending 2,000 goddamn pounds on something to then spend more money on indefinitely. Fuck off. Just make it so that it works the way I want to work. Your bullshit extras are almost certainly completely trivial to implement. You're just finding a way to make your decent product now make money forever. And I think that's bullshit. I'd rather pay more money for it and just have it feature rich forever. But then, yeah, you don't get to charge me money forever. I am not a big fan of the whole subscription model thing. At least for the most part. There's certain things I'm okay with it. Netflix is fine because of the nature of it. My ex constantly talked in his sleep and had some strong feelings about payday advance scams when the ads would play. Don't do it! It's a scam! Good. That's actually really good to hear. I had this teacher who had a really big head. Thanks. Stupid pricey when you could make one yourself. Or like 1K, hire some student engineer to make it. Yeah, but would you trust them? Like, I'd want it to be good. And if I was going to make one myself, I definitely want it to be good. It wouldn't be good. 3K and a sub. Fuck that nonsense. Yeah, but the thing is, the most expensive thing that I bought after starting YouTube, and the first time I actually made some money on it, we immediately bought a good bed. We spent about £800 English, so about £1,000, and I had trouble with that. We bought it on finance.
I love how you said £800 English.
Shut up. Yeah, that was really hard because that was a shitload of money, but best fucking purchase I ever made. Anything that helped you sleep better, it's almost always worth its weight in gold. There's always the concept of anything that keeps you separated from the ground is something you should spend money on. So seats, chairs, footwear, and beds, and potentially homes, I guess. But if you've got decent slippers, then that doesn't even need to be good.
Scooters.
I don't know, it depends how comfortable it is. But yeah, anything that keeps you separated from the ground you should spend half decent money on. And if I knew for a fact that thing worked and gave me the best sleep of my life, I could see my way to doing it. But like, no. I'd have to have silly money for that to be something that I could actually do, and I do not have silly money. Like we want a house, we are saving up for a house slowly but surely, and I don't think £2,000 worth of fucking bed topper with a subscription, which you don't have to pay. Bear in mind that you don't have to pay it. It's just it has features that don't work unless you pay the subscription. Yeah. But it's still like another like $100 a year, which after a few years is gonna start equaling the cost you paid in the first place.
Can you just like put lots of ice cubes in the bath and just sleep in that?
Oh yeah, spouse and I firmly believe in spending the big money on quality beds. Sleep is very important. Yeah, like I am now fully on board with not buying the cheapest possible thing to just... Because that's what we used to do because we didn't fucking have anything.
We're both pretty crap sleepers though, but the fact that the bed is not a problem.
The last bed we bought before this one was horrendous for me because it was ultra soft. It was some fucking squidgy thing that probably... And it was secondhand. I know that's gross, but... we were poor, and it was pretty underutilized. So we got it, and that fucked my back up something fierce. And then we had this, and this thing is, when we first got it, like I wasn't sure because it was like hard.
It's orthopedic.
Well, it's just good. I think it is actually an orthopedic bed.
It is an orthopedic. I wanted an orthopedic bed.
But yeah, selecting the right thing. I mean, it still might not be the right pressure, but it's good enough. It's way better than my brother has the most bananas bed I've ever been on in my life. It is the stupidest fucking bed. It is. So the one before for us was soft. It was like lying on a fucking sponge. Is the only way I can. Like, you would just sink into it. My brother's bed is like a fucking trampoline, but not just that. As if the top of the trampoline was rock solid, and then it had all the spring underneath it, and you would bounce in all the direction. But the top of it is like super firm. So it is the. We tried sleeping on it because we stayed over his, and he went, "Oh, you can have my bed because it's a double, and there's two of you, and I'll sleep on the couch." And we're like, "Okay." And I couldn't. I got like 10 minutes of sleep on that fucking thing, because every time I moved, we would just be like, "Boing." It is
that fucking... when you shifted as well, I went flying.
Like, seriously, we were a £5 cab drive home, away from home. We should have just gone, no, fuck this shit, and just gone. It would have been less of a waste of time. But we wanted to spend the weekend with my brother, so, you know, if we'd have gone home, we probably wouldn't have come back. So it was like, yeah, very dumb. We went out for coffee that morning, and I don't even like coffee, but we needed something to stay awake. They used to put plywood in between bed part back in the 70s. Yeah. Just don't sink into a SpongeBob. Are you talking about the bed or the mattress? The mattress. Like, you didn't sink into the frame. At the end of the day...
I think the problem was the frame of his bed had, like, these springs on it, but the mattress didn't.
No, I'm pretty sure the mattress was... I think they were both springs, and that was the problem.
It was wrong, though.
I tried a bunch of different whiskies and I didn't like them. If it's an acquired taste, I don't care. I can just drink other things and let Sir Sick have my whiskey rations. That sounds fair. I mean, I drink other things as well, so I'm probably going to take those too. Sorry. There are things I don't like. I don't like Southern Comfort. I think that shit's gross.
I tried a waterbed when I was a kid. I probably fucking hate it now.
That sounds awful, and I bet it's really bad for your back. Drugs are for people who can't handle reality. I disagree. Reality is for those people who can't handle drugs. Fair. My mother-in-law got my spouse the bed we currently have, and it's fantastic. I've tried to convince them to avoid dying in it if they can help, but they assure me they're taking it with them. If you feel a bit die-y, can you just go for a walk?
You should roll out.
I don't know, just check on him every day. You dead? I've got one of those Simba mattresses. It's better than a pocket sprung mattress, but not really worth the £600. I don't know what that is. We got a Silent Night one, and it's fucking amazing, and it was 800 quid. Well worth it. Worth every penny. We've had that for fucking years now.
Yeah.
And it's still fine. It definitely has a bit of a dent where I sleep, but nothing like the dents we've had before. It used to be that we'd have a bed and there'd just be a fucking hole where I slept. Whereas this has like slight indentation. It's fine. Southern Comfort's for children and hillbillies and hillbilly children. Southern Comfort is some syrupy shite. Thank you. My mum really likes it. Never understood the fucking anything about it. It's disgusting. No, in fact, I'm dying on your side of the bed. Always go with the springless mattress. We don't know what ours... I think ours has, like... Was it the Miracoils? Well, that was the advertising bullshit. But whatever it was, it works. It's fucking great. I cannot see the word fireball without feeling the need to vomit. Did you just feel the need to vomit? Because people type fireball. My cats sleep on anything. I mean, that's cats for you. It's not about comfort. It's about fit. If I fits, I sits.
What's the difference between a pound and a quid? Nothing.
Pound and a quid is the same amount of currency.
It's just a slang for it.
Yeah. Same as, well, no, dosh just means money. A pound and a quid are 1 unit of the main English currency.
I think quid.
But dosh is any amount of money.
Quid is from quid pro quo. Pro quo. It's the Latin thing.
I don't give a quid. I once did a marketing survey for Southern Comfort. For the time, they gave me a 5-gallon jug of the stuff. I kept it for 5 years and then dumped it out. Why don't you just give it to someone? It's very wasteful. I mean, I fucking hate the vile shit. But some asshole likes it. Otherwise, they wouldn't fucking sell it.
Yeah, just re-gift it. It's fine.
Johnny singing Fireball. Cats, sleep on your face. You want disgusting whiskey? Poland Springs makes grain alcohol, gin, vodkas, whiskies. Okay. Oh, these mints taste like Fireball. Us normal people call that cinnamon Becky. Quid is like saying buck, and $1 is a buck. Exactly. I drank Everclear once by itself, a catful, and I couldn't breathe. It was like I drank pepper spray. I don't know what Everclear is. It's not something that you really get in this country.
Everclear was like almost pure alcohol.
Or it is
pure alcohol.
Coronation soon for Chuck the Third. Anything to cover on your weekly videos? All I can tell you is that Charles is a fucking woo peddling arsehole, and I'm not a fan. I'm not an anti-monarchist. I don't give a shit. But the fact that he's famous and says stupid things about medicine,
like he has put things into the NHS before
that are woo,
yeah,
or tried to push things in. I think some of them got taken out. I don't know.
Yeah, they've got taken out now, mostly.
Yeah. I'm not happy with his influence.
There was an idea of GPs giving people homeopathic remedies. And yeah, they don't do that anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, that's entirely where my fucking feelings about Charles start and end. He's a woo peddler. Fuck him. I made some 4-alarm chili yesterday. Used up the rest of the scorpion pepper Tabasco sauce. So the 4 alarms are the ones you need to wake up in the middle of the night so you can shit your soul out. Everclear is almost denatured alcohol, like isopropyl, but kinda safe to consume.
Kinda.
Everclear, I think it was part of every teen/young adult's alcoholic encounter. Yeah, I think the closest I've ever experienced is probably absinthe, which I'm assuming isn't quite the same, but is a very strong alcohol. And it was disgusting. I drank a can of Monster, but couldn't flatten Tokyo. I'm suing. Maybe you were just the other kind of monster. Man. Who's the real monster? It's always man.
Isn't Monster like suing everybody?
Monster does sue everybody. So, yeah. Good luck with that. They'll sue you back. You used the word monster. We own that word now. It didn't exist before we came out. Try and sue fucking... Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they tried to sue fucking a monster movie for calling itself a monster movie when it's clearly a monster movie. So, you know, people can tell the difference between a drink and a film. Fucking companies. I fucking... You know, I get the whole... For those of you who don't know, Monster have been suing all sorts of people for having the word monster in their fucking titles.
Not just that, because
and
people...
for having the scratches.
For having green logos.
Yeah, green logos and or things that kind of look maybe like they're like their scratcher. And it's fucking stupid and I hate it. And don't get me wrong, I understand that companies need to protect their IP. I get that if you don't defend it, you can lose it. But that doesn't count when you're just going after things that have nothing to do with your business. If that's the case, you can fuck off into space. So yeah, Monster, run by a bunch of wankers. Shocking that A bunch of wankers would make one of the most disgusting drinks on earth. Amazing. Who's the real monster, me or the guy who sends me to hell for enjoying too much dick? I enjoyed too much dick. Is there a right amount of dick to enjoy? Is there one dick coming towards you with a warning sign flashing on it? Godzilla, sponsored by Monster Energy.
Have you met your quota of dick today? Is that what you're saying?
Is there a dick quota? I mean, I have a dick quota, but it's more just being one. McDonald's tried to sue numerous business here a few years ago, like butchers. They got laughed out of court. Oh, what, like small owned businesses who use their fucking names? Yeah, which has been happening for fucking centuries, and sometimes from things that have existed before that thing. With the monster one, there was something, it was a game or something, and the game existed 2 years before they even became a business. And it's like, nobody, fuck off. Like, actually fuck off. I am a real monster. Do you know any good attorneys? No. I don't know any attorneys at all, luckily. Otherwise, I'd send you to a bad one. Have you seen the new film coming out next Saturday? Chucky, I'm now fucking king. Sue me. Absinthe is hardcore. Can't get the real stuff in the States. It's like getting real honey rather than flavored corn syrup. Oof. When I was in Vegas, there was a Chinese place that messed up their translation, so it had rude and unreasonable poverty fish, and it explodes the salt to fry the meat. I had no idea what to order. That sounds fucking amazing. I want that shit. Mankey. Mankey? I've never had to spell that before. I think it is without the E, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's without the E.
Yeah. That's right, Mankey, that is. I haven't used the word Mankey in ages.
Yeah, me either.
People were outraged that they dared to pit Kong against Godzilla. Mere ape versus the god of monsters. Yeah, it's terrible. 37. Yeah, Ireland here. It's hardly an uncommon name. Exactly. Although McDowell's. That is. God, we watched Coming to America again randomly. And holy shit, is that film fucking hysterical. And the whole bit with the dad of the love interest who's running an obvious McDonald's knockoff, and then at one point he's just got on his desk a McDonald's franchise manual. It's so fucking good. It's like, oh, this is McDonald's, this is McDowell's. Oh my god, such a funny film. Did they make a sequel to that?
I think they did.
I think they made a recent sequel. I don't know if it's any good. Have to find out, but yeah. Manky. Manky means gross or disgusting. It's like makers of movie Pixels were suing everyone using the word pixel. Did they do that? Because, ugh. Supermax on the whole is horrendous. Is that a different place? Or... Because I've never heard anybody call McDonald's Supermax. That just seems like a really shit McDonald's themed superhero. It's Supermax. Have some burgers that are weirdly addictive. Most maple syrup comes from Quebec province, and they rigged the price. The bastards!
I think I watched a documentary on that.
I imagine that you can acquire a maple syrup that is effectively the same, but if it's not from the right place, it's wrong.
Well, a lot of the time is they don't actually, they like put other...
Oh, yeah, I know. Most fake maple syrups will be fake. Fake. Supermax is an Irish version of McD's. Oh, that's even worse. And the fact that it's in Ireland somehow really like adds to that being just not great. Not because it's Irish, no, don't get me wrong, but just the fact that it's a fake McDonald's, not even in the original country. Just like, oh, It feels great. I do wonder if what is it now? No, my brain switched off. Good news. Doesn't matter. At a convenience store in Guam, they had vibrators behind the counter with cigarettes. They were strobing LED ones. Room turns from a rave to pitch black to rave. Yeah, that seems unnecessary. McDonald's syndrome, when you forget how bad something is and keep going back, but never enjoy it. I don't know. We really quite like a double cheeseburger.
Yeah, but it's always a long time in between.
Ages between. But we don't hate it.
No, but it's sort of like we go back and go, oh yeah, this is pretty good. And then like, was it like 6 to 8 months later, we go, oh, we got McDonald's.
I mean, it's almost always in a drunken state, but it's like, oh, it's getting we're not.
Well, it's high fat, high sugar, and high salt. It's like the best thing ever.
What I hate is the people who have never been to McDonald's and then see that as a badge of honor, and it's like, no, actually, what you are is unworldly. You've never been to a McDonald's. That's not something to be proud of. I mean, there's lots of things that are proud to not have done, but eating a particular meal, you don't know. You might fucking love it. You might have missed out on all these years. I mean, it's fine. It's not actually that good, but it's also not as bad as people say. The milkshakes are good too. McDonald's had a great Southwest salad with grilled chicken. Pandemic killed that option. Is it because you kept coughing on them? Can't have Wendy's hamburger chain here because there's one already existing restaurant with that name. Well, why don't they just have a different, like, Wendy's Express? Or Bendy's? Or just
Bendy.
Put any other name. Sendy's. Rendy's. Tendies, and then sell chicken. Need to ask, what is your opinion of oven producers that put a metal tag in the back of the oven in Braille saying hot, don't touch? I mean, it mostly sounds like a joke. Sick fun fact. Burger Kind, do you mean King? It's called Hungry Jack's in Australia because when Burger King tried to expand to Australia, the Aussies already had a fast food establishment called Burger King. That's why you have to spread out immediately. Vermont syrup is better than Quebec. Ooh, them's fighting words, I think. Sonic for life. Okay.
Don't know, I'm not really into syrup. It just seems kind of pointless.
You like maple syrup?
It's okay, like in a tiny amount.
You like it on pancakes with bacon.
Yeah, but I don't eat that often.
True. I always joke that McDonald's is a Scottish restaurant. Go to McDonald's. I mean, yeah. What's your favourite takeaway? Well, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but there's a local one that has really good chips that has become we should get from there. We used to have a favourite, which again was like in the UK, buying takeaway from established chains is the stupidest thing you can do because they're crap.
Usually they're local sort of businesses.
Yeah. The worst, like all of the chain ones, it's like buying a slightly upmarket one from a supermarket. That's what you get from all the chain ones. You buy them from pretty much. There's some of them have crap pizzas, but any of them that make them themselves, they're pretty good. There's a place that we get pizzas from, and they are always nice. But yeah, there's a place we used to get burgers from, or chicken burgers, and they were fucking lush. And then they stopped serving our area.
It was like fresh chicken. They had like really good. They had loads of salad in there as well. Oh my god!
It was just a really well-made burger with loads of flavor, and then they stopped serving. Now the new place is kind of like that, but the burgers aren't quite as good. But the chips are ideal. But yeah, there's no point in telling you what my favorite takeaway is, regardless, because unless you live within 3 miles of it, it kind of doesn't matter.
Like I love a good curry, but they're very rare to find.
Isaac, I'm an atheist in a religious household and hard to keep it a secret. Do you have a coming out story? Yeah, unfortunately, I live in England, so when I went, I'm an atheist, everyone went, oh, all right. It wasn't particularly interesting. It was more just a slow realization and then conversations with people. In terms of being in a religious household, I hope you're not young, and I hope you have the opportunity to put some distance between you and that household and have yourself set up so you don't need any sort of assistance. Now, they might be fine. If they're particularly religious, they might give you annoying shit about it. Worst case scenario is you do get fucking excommunicated, which honestly, the type of person who has the capability to remove their child from their life, in my opinion, is sociopathic. Like, there's no fucking God in this universe that will make me love them more than I love my kids. Like, just not gonna fucking happen. The only thing that would make me stop loving my kids is if they ever touch my fucking no. No. I plan on sharing it with them when they're old enough. Although there's a really good chance that they won't want any because the trend is away from alcoholism. Like madness, but whatever. I'll still love them even if they are sober little shits. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully they'll understand at least enough and it will just be something that you don't talk about. That's sort of the middle. Or who knows? Maybe they've just been waiting. Maybe they've been tricking you this whole time, waiting for you to come out. But make sure you're in a good position before you ever do it. Is all I can advise. I've just seen some fucking horror stories.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Deep fried pizza should be a crime against humanity.
The fuck?
I've never had it, but I would. I'd definitely try it. Ugh. Just tell them to get fucked. I mean, that might not be the best idea. If they live at home, they might end up getting fucked themselves. Wow. Yeah, growing up, my dad straight up told me he puts God before all things, even me. From the sounds of it, he put himself before God, because that's probably what it was all about. Well, this God thing, it lets me be an arsehole.
Why do you think the UK is more laid back about non-belief? I think partly because we're
a grown-up proper country.
We're a lot older, but at the same time, because of the Commonwealth, we had a lot of interaction with a lot of different cultures and different religions and
we also lived on the continent where the Enlightenment happened.
Yeah,
or close enough.
Well, like yeah, and it's just, I think, being sort of a figurehead back then, because our nation was quite wealthy, and being it, and people looked to us for some sort of support, and we were like, wow, shit, all these people are actually looking to us. Maybe we should actually, do things that are good for everybody. But I think partly America as well is because of the Puritans. They went to America to have religion.
Yeah.
Away from European sort of controls. So it's one of the biggest reasons why America is so massively religious compared to a lot of Europe as well. It's because it's young. It's because it was founded in that fashion.
Texas now mandates that the 10 Commandments be displayed in every classroom. What the fuck? Yes, what the fuck indeed. Especially considering half of them don't fucking mean anything. And also, when was... actually, I can't even say that because now that I think about it. Like, just put the do not kill one up because that one seems like it might be useful for some people. I'm not going to say any more than that. Jesus Christ. And you assholes sent the Puritans here. Hey, they went there of their own free will. And then you lot likely spawned from them. So that ain't my fault. It's like sending criminals to Australia. They actually ended up having kids who weren't criminals. Fucking rebelling. I grew up with an atheist dad and an Anglican mum. Never got any pressure either way. Had to go to church as a kid, which helped me decide. Man, those Anglican clergy are pompous. All hail Cthulhu. Oh, don't get me fucking wrong. I went to church as a kid, and it was always fucking tedious. It helps that I probably have ADHD, or doesn't help. So it is so fucking boring. Like, I can't remember a word that was said. I was just bored out of my fucking mind. When I came out as trans, he wouldn't dead name me, but he wouldn't refer to me directly by name or pronoun when I was around. I mean, that's...
It is a lot harder for, like, this is not to say that I agree with it.
Not to defend him.
No, but it is a lot harder for the older generations in that they have a mindset that is sort of tied to that old culture. And it's difficult to to bring themselves into like a more modern mindset.
I mean, the only thing I could say is that if either of the kids came out as trans, and they changed their name, the thing I would probably struggle with is being so used to calling them a particular name.
Yeah.
It's like the fact that for the formative years of their life, I mean, it's not the same thing, but just in terms of as a thing that I try to stop doing, was going into their room, because when they're little kids, you need stuff from the kids, you just go find them. But now, when I enter their room, I have to mentally check with myself to knock and not just burst in, because, you know, they'll be teenagers not too long from now. It's not really that big a deal now, but I'm like, I have to practice this shit. And I still catch myself just walking in. I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just, you forget, and I have things to do. Yeah, ADHD makes church dreadfully boring. Unless, of course, you get up and do stuff. Then it's a lot more fun. Until they kick you out.
I was just confused mostly by church. Like, a lot of the stuff they were saying, and then I'd read up about it later, and it just like, well, what you said doesn't match what I read here. And it didn't make any sense to me.
6 US states do not teach evolution. Several states ban book for same reason, and people starve themselves to death in Kenya. The Bible. Well, being wrong is the main sort of driving force. Some people just love being wrong. Old classmate of mine is trans, same name though. Alex to Alex. Or think Alex to Alex. That would be definitely beneficial to me. I'm shit with names as it is. That
makes it easier to remember, yeah.
If I spend long enough to remember your name... we actually have a friend. Well, we haven't seen them in fucking years. But they used to change their name by deed poll. Every 4 months. It started getting fucking annoying. And we said, right... we know you as X name. Are you okay if we refer to you as X name? Because the next time we see you, you're going to have a different fucking name. And they went, yeah. Haven't seen them in fucking years, though. But hopefully they've settled. Bud Light identifies as
Dick
beers.
is the one who knocks. That'd help you remember every time you approach the kid's bedroom door. You go, I am the one who knocks. That would help you.
One who knocks.
Yeah, that would help you remember.
I fell asleep most of the time during church. I didn't get kicked out so much as I was gently rolled out the door because I stopped going, and they just said, "Well, okay then." Oh, that's good. You guys have Peter Gabriel though. I know what that name is. I can't remember who that is. It's a very familiar name. People are gonna be like, "It's this fucking guy, you idiot."
I have. If my kids decide that they have a religion, then, putting it this way, like my kids are incredibly empathetic. They have so much kindness and they are so compassionate and they feel so guilty when they think they've hurt someone's feelings. That it's just sort of inbuilt in them that way. So if they decided they wanted to go with the particular religion, more than likely they're probably still gonna have that core value in them. So it wouldn't bother me.
Sledgehammer. I wanna be. I just for a second I thought, sledgehammer. Why are you a sled? Because you want to be a sledgehammer. I found my name when I was bouncing around the kitchen in a hyperactive mood in my 20s, pretending to be a firebender. My brain went, fire, hot, spicy, pepper, boom, done. Jesus. A trans girl I know changed name from Frederick to Frederic. Also relatively easy to remember or save at the last minute. Frederic. Yeah, I could see that.
Like my cousin
slaps sick gently with a sledgehammer.
My cousin went from
the sledgehammer is my penis.
Yeah, my cousin went from one name to a very different name, so it took the family quite a long time to get used to her new name. And there was many slip-ups all the time. But it's sort of like this is years in the making for people to like get. But she was very patient with people to get used to it. So.
Why don't you call my name? Fuck off! Quoting sledgehammer at me. Church felt like a different country with a different language. Suddenly, people I knew would use words that sort of seemed like English but meant something else. I always liked the bit where they did "Peace be with you," and I would subtly say "Force be with you."
Force be with you.
I convinced all my youngest nephews to worship me as their religion. Their parents were so mad. I mean, at least you exist. Peter Gabriel, fat comedian angel from Bolton. Okay, how many Peter Gabriels are there? Too many now. There should only be one. They need to fight it out. Although, I don't know if they're both still alive. I don't know if I know. Classmate merely changed spelling from Lauren to Lauren. Or Lauren. I don't know. Says I can miss a sick. I never got my son's room unless invited or need to find a hidden whiskey stash. Fucking gone. Why is the whiskey always gone? I mean, when you have a son especially, that is something you either need to learn or be prepared to walk in on them jacking it. Because you fucking will.
Oh god, it just reminded me of a horrible fucking story.
Cool. Anyway. You keep that shit to yourself. Some of your horrible stories are really
it was
horrible.
One of the Reddit stories where there was a guy saying, "Is it normal for this to happen?" He said his mum would frequently walk in on him while he was trying to deal with himself, and
struggle,
and he was like pretending to hide it while keeping the momentum up. And then, like, years later, his mum's like, "Oh, yeah, I knew you were doing it. I just didn't care." She was... I'm like, oh, my God, fucking privacy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how I feel about locks for the kids' bedroom.
No, because they get stuck, because they're useless.
Our kids aren't useless. They're just... unwieldy.
No, you don't deal with them in public toilets.
Yeah,
they get stuck in them so often. I'm like, just slide the latch, and they're like, I am sliding, it's not working. I'm like, oh my god, you have to get the coin out to open it.
For fuck's sake.
They do it a lot.
When we had to say the pledge every morning at school, it was easy to just leave "under God" out because there were 30 other people saying it at the same time in the same room. Even if it had no God bit in it, that shit is fucking creepy. Oh, I've always found that incredibly fucking unsettling.
Oh, the allegiance thing.
Any chant.
Yeah, that's weird.
Any fucking governmentally near mandated chant is fucking, no thanks. The gambling white paper came out recently. This is something that has potential effects on me significantly. I do not know what your guys' opinions on it are on such. How does it affect you? And generally speaking, anything that makes people who have gambling problems less likely to is good in my opinion. Like...
Sorry, I always used to say
I'm not a fan of gambling as it is, so it doesn't matter.
That's right. I always just said under cod instead of cod.
Under fish. Ah, damn it. I mean cod. Damn. And then they burnt you. Anyway, I think we are running up on the hour, and I still have work to do, despite lots and lots of pain, mostly in my back and my buttocks. But yeah, ban loot boxes. I mean, yeah, fuck loot boxes.
Should I massage your ass?
No, that's weird.
Okay.
Plus, you use that gun thing that goes, which sounds fucking horrifying. Anyway, thanks for coming. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Okay, bye.